Hello, grade 2. How are all of y'all doing? I hope all of y'all are doing great. Did y'all miss me? Yeah, because I missed all of y'all, each one of y'all. Absolutely. Did y'all enjoy your times with your family? I hope so because that is the chapter that we all were doing. Also, did all of y'all make your five senses chart? Ring a bell? I asked y'all to do it. It's okay. If you'll have done it, awesome. If you'll have not, please do it. Yeah, remember the things that you can see, the things that you can smell. We made that little chart. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Anyway, moving on to our current chapter, which is our family, something that's close to our hearts. Okay, so we all live together in a family. The common thing is, of course, we are all related, so we also have the same surname. But there's one thing that I just want to bring to your notice. So your mama had a different surname before she got married, so that was her maternal surname. Okay, and then she got another surname that is of your dad. So you will have grandparents who are maternal also and paternal also. So let's make life simple. Okay, so basically maternal is mama, something that's from your mama's side. Okay, and paternal is somebody from your papa's side. M mama maternal, P papa paternal. Simple, right? Okay, fine. So we are going to talk about a few relationships there. So either you live in a small family, which is a nuclear family, or you live in a large family, that's a joint family. So a small or a nuclear family is a family when it's just, the children living with their parents. Yeah, that's a small family or a nuclear family. Then there is a larger family, that is your joint family. Now obviously, I also live in a joint family, and I've always lived in a joint family. So I used to live with my grandfather, grandmother, my uncle, my auntie, and we were like four kids in the house. So I have one real sister, and then I have another sister and a brother. But we had a lot of fun. So I lived in a joint family. So I'm a Maharashtrian, so I would call my grandparents, okay, whom I used to live with, my paternal grandparents, Ajji and Azuba. Okay, a lot of you might call them Dada and Dadi, right? And then I had uncle and auntie, so I would call them Kaka and Kaki. Y'all can call them Chacha and Chachi. Yeah. So this we're talking about your paternal side of the family, your daddy's side of the family. Apart from your daddy's side of the family, you'll have your mama side of the family, which is your maternal family. Okay, so from your maternal side of the family, what will you call your mama's brother or sister? Think. I know. So I'll call my mama's brother Mama, and I'll call my mama's sister Masi. Okay, in Marathi it's called Maushi and Mama. Okay, in English it's uncle and auntie only, but if the languages that we all have, it's a little diverse. So are we all clear about maternal side and paternal side? Awesome. Now we're going to do a little activity. Okay, it's very simple, but I'm going to need you all to quickly grab your books or any paper and a pen. Are we all ready? Super. All right, it's very easy. I'm going to say the question, you only have to write the answer. It's like a rapid fire thing. We start. First one, what do you call the following? Okay, what will you call your father's father? Think. What will you call your father's father? I'm going to wait for a minute and let you all write. Repeating once again, what will you call your father's father. I'm also going to give you all the correct answers afterwards, okay? Awesome. So your father's father is your grandfather. Brilliant. All right. Next one. What will you call your father's mother? Now, okay. Y'all can also write dada dadi, nana nani, chacha chachi as well. Apart from this grandmother and grandfather, okay? So if the first, I'll just quickly just give you that the first thing. So what will you call your father's father? I'll call my father's father Dadaji. Okay, so grandfather slash Dadaji. So either you can write grandfather or you can write Dadaji. Both the things are okay. Yeah, great. So I gave you the first answer. Nevertheless, okay. So your father's father is called your grandfather. Moving on to the next one. What will you call your father's mother? I'm talking about your paternal side of the family. Alright? So, what will you call your father's mother? It's quite simple, I know. I'm gonna wait for you all to finish. Don't ask your mamas. Okay, if you have a difficulty, you can. But I know all of you are very smart. I know my second graders. I've already been with you all in grade 1 and I know all of you are very smart. But yes, if you all need help, do ask your mamas or daddies, whoever is with you, or your grandparents, whoever. Okay, done? Second one. Third one. What will you call your father's elder brother? This is a little tricky one, but I'm sure you all know. What will you call your father's elder brother? Repeating once again. What will you call your father's elder brother? Father's elder brother. Done? Superb. Now what will you call your father's sister? What will you call your father's sister? Think. Father's sister, she comes to your house sometimes to meet you and she gets you lots of gifts. Father's sister, what will you call her? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you all the answers, okay? Don't worry. But as of now, I really want you all to think while we discuss and talk. Alright? Great. Moving on. What will you call your mother's mother? Now I'm talking about the maternal side of your family. What will you call your mother's mother? Super simple. I know. Everybody's going to get this right. Mother's mother. I told you all can write in your like dada dadi, like that. You all can write in that fashion as well. Superb. You're done. Amazing. Now tell me, what will you call your mother's father? What will you call your mother's father? Think, very easy. You've already done that once. But for the paternal side of the family, now we are doing for the maternal side of the family. Superb. Done. Nice. Now what will you call your mother's brother? What will you call your mother's brother? Mother's brother. Somebody who spoils you all when you go somewhere to your somebody's house. Think. Okay, what will you call your mother's brother? Who's your mother's brother? What will you call them? Superb, I think y'all got it. Lovely. Next one. What will you call your mother's sister? What will you call your mother's sister? Or somebody else who calls you all when you go through go somewhere. Now I'm not going to give you too many hints. Mother's sister, somebody who took care of you as a baby. Remember? Okay. Superb. Done? Okay. Now let's quickly check your answers if you'll have got it right. Okay. So the first question I asked was, what do you call your father's father? So your father's father is your grandfather, and you can also call him Dadu or Dadu, Dadaji, any of this. Okay. Then what do you call your father's mother? Grandmother. The answer is grandmother. And the other name for grandmother is Dadi. Yes, so it is Dada and Dadi, paternal side of the family, right? Moving on. What will you call your father's elder brother? Uncle or Chacha, right? Superb. So there's Chacha and Chachi, right? Great. What will you call your father's sister? Auntie or Bua? You remember Bua? All of you all have a Bua? Yeah, maybe it could be cousin, but yeah. So that is called your Bua. Amazing. So that was your paternal or papa or father side of the family. Now we've come to the maternal side of the family. Okay. So tell me, what do you call your mother's mother? My favorite. Mother's mother. Grandmother, Nani. You don't you like get excited over the weekend and all? I'm going to Nani's house. I'm going to Nani's house, right? Super. So yes, so your mother's mother is called a Nani. Then what you call your mother's father? That's your grandfather. Of course, Nani is also your grandmother, and your mother's father is your grandfather. Also, you can call her Nana. So it's Nana, Nani, Dada, Dadi, right? Awesome. Moving on to the next one. What will you call your mother's brother? This is a simple one, no? Awesome. Yeah. So your mother's brother is called uncle or mama ji. Mama, right? Yes. So your mother's brother is called mama. Now you remember, rings a bell. Who pampers you? Okay, everybody pampers you. I'm sure all of you all are very loved and blessed children, but still. Anyways, so what do you call your mother's sister? Auntie or Masi? Yes, Masi, who loves you like your own mama. Yeah, even your Bua will love you like your own mama, or even your Chachi for that matter. Everybody in the family loves you, right? Because we are all special. Amazing. So all of you all did well. I wish I could see. Nevertheless, amazing. You all did very well. Now, I want you all to do one thing for me, okay? Like a quick thing. I hope by now you should have your textbooks, but nevertheless. So maybe then we'll do this activity when you'll get your textbook. So tell me something. What is it that you do with your family? Tell me. You take care of your family. You care for one another. If somebody is not well, what do? You say, forget it. Dada is not well. It's okay. Let him be. And do you go and start playing? No. It affects us. If your mama is not well, your daddy is not well, we take care of them. Your mamas, your daddies, they all take care of each other, isn't it? If they are not well, we care for them. Then we share things with them, right? I know for the ones who have siblings, another brother or sister, you all must be also fighting, but it's okay. I'm sure you all even share things with them. So families are very special. Okay, so family members hold on to each other in difficult times, and of course in good times they're always together, celebrating festivals together. There's so much a family can do, you know. And remember, I asked you all to write down 2 things that all of you all do as a family. I don't know if I asked you all or that. Anyways, yeah. So I've asked you all to write down any 2 things that all of you all do together as a family. It's a very important thing, children, to where the whole family sits together and does something. It could be the smallest of things like playing a game. Remember, we discussed this also, or maybe just going for holidays together, or just even having meals. So there is a saying that the family that eats together stays together. That's a saying. So yes, so the family that eats together or stays together. So try and have your meals with your family, be it breakfast, lunch and dinner, or breakfast, lunch or dinner. So try to eat with your families. Yeah, they would love it. That's the time to bond. And don't be on your screens, please. Like, don't keep watching things on the screen and keep playing games even though you're on the dining table. Not right. Give time to your families. So I want you to think now. Okay, think and tell me, who taught you how to ride a bicycle? Let me think, who taught me how to ride a bicycle. Actually, that makes me think. I think my elder sister did. I have an elder sister, yes, and we used to all go cycling near there was a park close to my house, and we would all get our bicycles, and we would go there. And at first, I was very apprehensive. Okay, you know, there are those side wheels. They're called stabilizers. Yeah. So at first, I would refuse to remove the stabilizers on the sides of the bicycle, and then eventually, I just did it thanks to my elder sister. So she is the one who taught me how to ride a bicycle. But yes, my dad did help me do it. He did help me, with the confidence that you can do it. They will give you that push and encouragement, and I'm sure even with y'all, your family must be helping you to do a lot of things. Like right now, I'm teaching my daughter how to ride a bicycle, and she gets a lot of hitches when it comes to going on a speed breaker. So whenever a speed breaker comes, she would just wait. Mama, now what do I do? And then it's a little funny. So then I tell her you can do it and give her that push and whatever. So we are learning together. Like that, I'm sure even your mamas must be teaching you how to ride a bicycle, or your daddies must be teaching you how to ride a bicycle. So these are small things in life, but it's your family who helps you do these things. Yeah. Next one, who drops you to school? Daddies, mommies, or school bus? Amazing. Yes. For me, my grandmother used to drop me to school. Amazing, right? Okay. Then who helps you with your homework? Think. Or are you really nice, independent children where y'all do your homework on your own? Do y'all really? Then I'll be very proud of all of y'all. If y'all are doing your homework on your own, that will be amazing. Nevertheless, okay. So with my homework, my grandmama used to help me, and my mama also used to help me, and my sister also used to help me. So we used to all sit together and do our homework. It was like a ritual in the evening. And then we used to have a race with, like, we were a lot of brothers and sisters, right? Like, we were 4 of us. So we would have like a race that who's going to finish the homework first. I know it's silly, it's not important who finishes first, but who does it correctly. But at that point of time, even I was little, so we used to have this little race and do it. But I have had an amazing childhood with my huge, big joint family, and I can't be more thankful to God for that. And I'm sure even all of you all are having amazing childhood with your families. Yeah, say thank you to God. Okay. Anyways, tell me something. When you get hurt, whom do you run to? Whom do you run to? Mama. You know, all of y'all run to mamas and daddies. Yes, they are there to comfort you. So you need your family to teach you things, to comfort you, to care for you, to share things. So there are a lot of important roles that a family plays that we don't realize in our day-to-day life. Even the smallest of things like celebrating celebrations, be it birthdays, be it your festivals. Okay? Everything, if you didn't have a family, all these things would have not mattered at all. You wouldn't care for any festival. It would just come and go, nothing special. But when there are festivals, we look forward to meeting your family and your friends. Yes, friends are also equally important. Absolutely, I do not deny that. But your families are also very important. So, all that you can do is help them out. Okay, wherever you can, help them. Be the smallest of things, small gestures. Uh, I, as a kid, what I would do is my aji, I used to call her aji. So she would so we had a terrace flat. Okay, so she would sit on our terrace, and she would love to knit or stitch things in the evenings. But she had glasses, so she couldn't see very well. So when we used to play in the terrace, she would just tell us that, can you please put the thread in the needle and give me. And then her legs used to hurt, so we used to give her a little massage in the night with oil. Then she would give us an oil massage and turn very sweet. So I had a very nice childhood. So we used to all help each other to do the smallest of things. So even if you, like, if your mommy or daddy comes from outside, how about just giving them a glass of water? Isn't it simple and something that you can do? I know you're a little, but I'm sure you all can do it. So think of 3 things that all of you all will do for the elders in your house. The most important of it has to be, you all have to respect your elders. Okay, please respect your elders, which means do not back answer. Yeah, it hurts them. Don't back answer them. If you think they are wrong, listen to the whole thing and then say, Mama, sorry, but I think it has to be like this and not like that. Be polite to them. Okay, so we as growing up, every day, every time when we left our homes, we had to touch everybody's feet and leave, all the elders in the house, whoever is present. So that was another way or gesture of showing love and respect to them. So if you all can incorporate that, amazing. Even if you also if you can help your parents to do something, anything little, to just lay the table, put your toys away, anything, any 3 things that all of y'all can help your parents with, it will be great. Will y'all please in turn trust me, y'all are going to get much more, lots and lots of love you're going to get in return. Trust me on this. And it's your childhood that's going to be so memorable. They will also remember forever, you'll also remember forever. Like today, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful I had that childhood. I can actually, while I talk, I can connect to my childhood. So I'm sure when you all grow up, even you all can connect to your childhood. Okay, so this chapter is all about family, what we do together. Okay, and the different types of families and your family members. So it's your family members that make your family. Okay, your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, aunties, chachas, chachis, then your cousins if they live with you, that is. Yeah, and even if it is a nuclear family, I'm sure there is a lot to do and there is a lot to explore. Even if you're a single child, it's okay, it doesn't matter. The same amount of love will be showered on you, the same amount of fun you're going to have. Okay, and although on festivals and all and your birthday parties and all, everybody comes together, right? All of y'all come together to have that fun thing. Yes, indeed. So yeah, and there are a few other things that you could do for your grandparents. Okay, your textbook says that you can give them water as and when, or you can give them a little snack. You can go with them to the park, help them walk, because sometimes they are not young like you, so they might not be able to walk very efficiently. They might need a stick. Or if some of y'all actually can have very fit grandparents, I'm sure, knowing y'all. But yeah, just go take a walk with your grandparents. I would love it. Play with them, not like football and all, but whatever little games at home, whatever they can, do that. Read a newspaper. I hope you all can all read, so you can help them read. Even I used to do this actually. I used to help my granddad. My granddad passed away a little early, but yeah, I have a few memories with him. I used to help him read very few words in the newspaper. I used to get a Marathi newspaper at home and I was just learning Marathi. But whatever little I could, I would probably, one or two words I used to read to him. And most of the times, what used to happen? He used to forget where he kept his specs. So this is like a very, very common thing that happens to your grandparents. They forget where they kept their glasses. So it is to be a mission for us as kids. So like a treasure hunt. So the minute my grandfather used to lose his glasses, he would say in Marathi, "Parat chashma haravla," which means again my glasses got lost. And there we go. All of us used to be these detectives. Like detectives, we used to all go hunting for his glasses, and whoever finds his glasses would be the winner. Like no prizes and all. But yeah, that's what we used to do. So even y'all can do smallest of gestures, and I'm sure all of you all share an amazing bond with your own parents and grandparents and your cousins and relatives. Yeah, because those are the treasured moments which you all can, you are going to treasure for life. Okay, now let's see what next. Okay, I think in the vacation when we did this chapter, I had asked you all to make a family tree. So if you all have made one, great. If not, let's make it together, right? Like how I told you that, so that's how the family tree is. So you paste your picture, then your parents, then their parents, then your brothers, sisters, chachas, chachis, whoever. So it need not look exactly like this. You can innovate, make your own kind of family tree, not a problem. You can, or you can make it very creative also. I've given you some fantastic ideas in the PowerPoint that I have sent you. Take those ideas, use your own. You can stick their pictures, you can draw them, you can write their names. Sky is the limit, and I know you're a super creative kids, so I'm sure you'll be able to do that as well. So quickly first grab your thinking hats. Think how you're going to make it innovative. Grab those colors, grab the sketch pens, go hunting for their pictures or just simply draw them. Okay, but you first make the skeleton ready how you want it. You want your picture first, then your mommy daddy, then their mommy daddies, then you want to put your brothers and sisters, then your chachas and chachis. However, ask your parents to help you. They would love it. You know what? I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you all do one thing? It's okay if it's you can just show me a picture of it. But what you all can do is literally take a big art sheet or something from your art book. Okay, together with your family, make a lovely family tree with everybody's pictures or names. Ask your grandparents to think about their parents, their parents, their parents, their brothers, their sisters, everything put together, and actually frame it and keep it. This could be like your lockdown activity, and write the date when you all did it. And for my sake, you could just take a picture of it, take a print out and put it in your notebooks. But that's later. But first, why don't you come together with your family and do this little family activity with your family of making your family tree. I'm telling you, this would be amazing. Imagine you would find out so much more about your own family. Who was your grandmama's mama? How did she look? What did she do? When they talk about their memories, there'll be so many more stories that will come to you. So that is what is most important, making memories, and that's what your family gives you. I hope all of you all enjoy doing this activity. Do it for sure. Okay, do it for sure. So next time when we have an online class, I would love to see it. All right, anyways, so that's about it. That's about this chapter, my extended family and family. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I actually relived all my childhood memories, which is so amazing. And I hope you all too have an amazing childhood with your lovely, lovely families. Give my love to them. A lot of love to all of you. I miss you all. Until next time, I hope you had fun. Take care, be good, and bye-bye. Don't forget, if you all have not done the previous activity, please do that as well. Okay, and also make a nice lovely family tree. It could be a fantastic activity for you all as a family. Yeah, thank you, bye bye.